Hello and welcome to Star Inside News. Today we are going to share Prince Harry was saddened to not wear a uniform of Queen's military to the Queen's funeral. Prince Harry is expected to be saddened for the inability to wear his uniform for the Queen Elizabeth. Its funeral sources close to the royals informed the Page 6 exclusively. The Duke of Sussex was stripped of his military title when the Duke of Sussex left the royal lifestyle in 2020 and relocated into California along with his spouse Meghan Markle. The remaining members of his family will be wearing full uniforms to the funeral of the monarch held at Westminster Abbey on September 19, with the exception of the disgraced Prince Andrew, we have confirmed. The palace, however, announced that Andrew, who was required to end his publicly in the year 2019 and made payment of thousands of dollars in compensation to sexual assault accuser Virginia Gifford, is permitted to wear his outfit on Monday as an expression of respect to Her Majesty, as he pauses to recite the vigil at St. Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh, where royal family as well as the King Charles III sit alongside the coffin during the tradition of the vigil of the princes. The palace also said employees of the family will wear their uniform to the service of Thanksgiving at St. Giles Cathedral, as well as the procession to and vigil on Westminster Hall and the state funeral and burial services. None of the grandchildren will hold at vigil for Queen Elizabeth, who passed away at the age of 96 on the 14th of April, as we are informed. A royal source also told me, I am sure Harry will be disappointed by the fact that he will not wear his uniform at her funeral. The Queen children nor grandchildren wore uniform for their spouse Prince Philip's funeral in the month of April in 2021. The decision was made in order to avoid any embarrassment which might ruin the celebration. The break with custom saw men in days coats, medals and mourning jackets when they made their way behind the coffin of the Duke of Edinburgh to attend the funeral that was held inside St. George Chapel in Windsor, England. Harry, 37, is a veteran of the war who served in active duty on the front line in Afghanistan, in which he fired at members of the Taliban by using his Apache helicopter. At the funeral of Philip, Harry was photographed wearing 3 medals to his chest. They also included the Neck Order as well as the Star of the Night Commander of the Royal Victorian Order Honour, which was presented by Queen in the year 2015. His last appeared dressed in uniform was at the Mountbatten Festival of Music at the Royal Albert Hall in London on March 7, 2020. This was just prior to his move in the US. The most prestigious of his medals was one he won during his time of service in Afghanistan, and also medals to commemorate the Queen's Gold and Diamond Jubilee. Harry has lost 3 honorary military positions after Harry left the UK Captain General in the Royal Marines, Honorary Air Commandment of the RAF, Honington, and Commander-in-Chief of Small Ships and Diving. The Duchess and Duke of Sussex had made it clear to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth she will never return as part of royal family, the palace said in a statement released at the time. Following conversation with the Duke of Edinburgh, the Queen has confirmed that by stepping back from the duties that is the responsibility of her family, it's not feasible to continue to fulfill the obligation and responsibilities that are associated with a lifetime that is public. The honorary royal appointment and royal patronages enjoyed in the name of Duke and Duchess of Sussex are therefore to return to Queen Majesty prior to being distributed among the employees of the royal family. Harry and Markle, 41-year-old Markle and Harry, returned to Prince William, who is currently the Prince of Wales, along with his bride, Kate Middleton, now the Princess of Wales, on Saturday outside Windsor Castle to look at the floral tributes and to talk to mourners following the funeral. William called Harry at the 11th hour. The brothers also came together to create the ink bowl for their father, the Prince Charles III, at the time when he signed the paper to declare him king on the Saturday. If you like the video, kindly like, comment, share and subscribe.